Okay, so this is the energy for you guys for the overall reading is victory. So whatever it is you've been working on, trying to achieve, it's finally showing some type of progress, or you're gonna have some type of victory with it. Okay, so before I start, I do the readings for the highest good, the highest healing of those who need to hear the messages the most. Take what resonates, leave what does not resonate with you. We all have masculine and feminine energies, so if I say he or she, just take it as it resonates. Like I said, it's just whatever comes out. I don't have control over the messages. Whatever spirit gives me, sometimes it's repetitive, other times it's not. It really depends on who needs it and what. I think that's everything. But hey, Brittany, how are you? How was your Easter weekend? Yeah, so whatever it is, like I said, I could say 1,000,001 things. This is a collective reading, so if you have specific questions or you need to specifically have a personal reading, you can contact me via email or text me on my phone. Aside from that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now, I'm going to do 3 separate messages. The first message has a lot to do with going inside and kind of making peace within yourself and accepting what is right now, okay? Not trying to change it, not trying to coerce it, allowing things to be what they are and going with the flow of what's happening in life right now. All right, so sometimes it's like, if you can change a situation, then you do everything you can to change it. But other times, if there's nothing you can do to change it, you just have to kind of accept it and see what happens, okay? Because worrying and freaking out about it isn't going to bring you any type of peace. It's just going to bring you stress. So you have to be able to be in a place within yourself to just be like, what it is, I'm going to take it as it comes and keep it pushing. All right, so whatever energy that is. Now, for some of you, it may be that you're dealing with someone who is a bit aggressive, okay? Like, they're a little bit aggressive. They might even be codependent on your energy, and they may give you a lot of excuses. All right, so whatever it is, maybe you're trying to get this person to change or to see things differently. Understand that you cannot. They can only do it when they're ready to do it. Girl, that's awesome. I wish I was in a damn woods. I'd be telling people I'm gonna be the little wicked witch, the house that nobody wants to go to in the middle of the forest. Hey Janine, how are you doing today? So, if you guys are dealing with this type of energy, understand, like, that's what this person is, that's who this person is, that's how they're gonna be, okay? So don't try to change it. Don't try to be like, oh, well, it is what it is. Like, this person is this way. If they're always making excuses, it's because no one taught them how to be accountable for their actions, or people always let them get away with it, or they enable their bullshit, by believing their stories. But however this is, this person has some dependency issues, whether it's dependent on you or they're dependent on other substances. There's something going on here, and it's not, if you've had the question of if this person really loved you, and they're showing me that it's not real love. They're showing me that this person is just kind of stringing you along for whatever it is they can gain from you. So if you've been like, oh, I really like this person, I really love this person, I think this is my person, or even if it is your person and they're still doing this, right now they don't have those emotions for you. They're just stringing you along because that's what they do, okay? They sit there and they judge people, they make people feel bad because they have low self-esteem. So they might have made you feel bad, or may have said things to you, or may have even talked about you to put you down to other people to make it seem like you're something you're really not. All right, so whatever it is, this is a very narcissistic energy that's coming out here. And this person might always want to act like they're better than everyone else, or they always need some type of attention from either masculine or feminine energies. So, you know who you're dealing with and how you're dealing with these people. So just be careful with this type of energy, because the narcissistic type of energy is not, it's not healthy. And like I said, this person seems very aggressive, and whatever it is that they're trying to get from you or not get from you, it has a lot to do with Either maybe you provide some type of stability, or you provide some type of finance. You provide something to this individual, and that's why they're keeping you in their life. Let's see if we get some more answers here. Okay, so maybe you're stuck. Jesus Christ. Okay, it's showing me that somebody is stuck in some type of family dynamic, and maybe it's because this person is a narcissist. And okay, so whatever this is, this has something to do with the past. That somebody's either stuck with the belief that family needs to stay together. You know, you made a family, now you feel like you have to stay in that family. There's something here about just not making movement. And it has a lot to do, again, with the pride and the ego space. I say this time and time again, but really sit with yourself and see where your pride has gotten you, where your ego has gotten you. And 9 out of 10 times it's gotten you into more problems and more hassles than it has served any purpose in your life. Okay, it doesn't really do good. You know, it's good to be prideful when we do good things. But when we're prideful in the sense of, oh, well, I'm too good for this, or, oh, you can't talk to me like this and expect me to forgive you type of situation, you know, that's where we start having problems, because none of us are perfect. So you can't sit there and be so judgmental of other people and not be willing to open up or forgive other people when you're not a fucking saint. Yeah, so whatever it is, this energy, this egotistical shit here needs to get healed. And whoever this narcissistic energy, they probably don't even think that they have a problem or even see themselves as having a problem. But again, we're showing here that somebody is coming into an awakening, and maybe that's where you're at, where you're realizing that this person is a narcissist and this person has just been stringing you along all this time. And now you're just like, okay, you know what? I'm done with the shits. Like, you've had your fun. You know, this clearly isn't going anywhere. Like, I'm not going to keep playing this game with you, because that's what we're looking at now. It's like you're refocusing on what's important to you. You're refocusing on your spiritual healing and raising your vibration to get to where it is that you need to be. So whoever it is that you're moving away from, or this person that you're dealing with that you need to move away from, leave them alone. You know, whenever they get their shit together, if they're meant to be with you, they'll come back around. But, yeah, so they're showing that now you're going to be going after the dreams, the things that you really want. Okay, so if this person, you felt like you wanted them involved and you wanted to bring them along, it's not happening. You need to do it. Just go for it by yourself. Because here we have, again, 9 of Swords energy, some very anxious, stuck in their heads, overthinking. And again, here we have pretending. Let me see. Okay, so alright, there's two ways. There's someone's really in their head about a child, and this child might not be theirs. Like, there's some type of anxiety, or someone's acting like a child belongs to somebody else, but it's really not their child. Somebody knows that a child isn't theirs, or somebody thinks that a child isn't theirs, and they're really focused on it, and that's what they have going on right now. Okay, it's something to do with that. And if it's not, you guys don't have kids and kids aren't involved, then if someone's stuck in their head because someone might be pretending to be pregnant, or you've known this person since you were kids and they're just acting like they care, but there's something's going to be revealed soon. Either they're going to confess, or there's going to be something that either triggers you to say, is this my kid? Or there's something that's going to happen. And they're saying that this is current, like this is a situation that's happening now for some of you, okay? You know who you are and what you're dealing with. But whatever it is, there's some type of conversation that has to do with the child. So there's somebody that is in denial, like doesn't want to believe what's being presented to them, or doesn't want to believe that there is some form of a reconciliation available. And again, the freaking 9 of Swords. Now, this energy is just this person's very in their heads, and it's like it has a lot to do with some type of spiritual contract. Like you have a contract with this individual, whether you want it or you don't want it. It's something that you've agreed to before you came here. So this is something that has to be fulfilled, whether you like it or you don't like it, because that was what you agreed to. And again, we have people that are here negotiating and bargaining. Maybe people they're in denial about reuniting. They don't believe that it's possible, and maybe because if that was the narcissistic ass energy that you were dealing with and they have been stringing you along, or you're in denial of that this is ever going to happen because they are acting in this manner. Now Spirit's showing me that they're intervening. There is some type of intervention happening, okay? So it's probably for the best, because you don't want to continue down that path or even go with somebody that's like that, because they're showing me somebody here that is very they're doing they're looking online for some type of information for something, and it's like they're not satisfied. Whatever it is, it's like they want more, and it's like they're very, very focused on this. They're almost obsessed with it. So whatever this is, it's like they're just, let me see if we can get something else. What is this obsession? And we have divine intervention. So they won't even tell me what this is or what this person is looking for or what they're focused on, but there's like whatever it is, the divine is intervening. Okay, they're saying this is whatever's going down is not going to continue the way it has been, because there's a divine purpose. This is your path that you're meant to walk down, and if it is with this narcissistic ass person that's been playing games with you, then they're gonna make it happen, because whatever it is, maybe you're stuck, they're stuck, somebody's stuck in a family dynamic that they don't either want to be in or they shouldn't be in, and they're like focusing on the past. All right, so whatever this is, understand this has a lot to it has a lot to do with kids. It's just they're showing me kids. So it might be a kid that belongs to you, might not be a kid that's yours. You might not even know that this kid doesn't belong to you, but it has something to do with a child. Anything else? And again, for this, like on this path, it's important to speak the truth, okay? So if you haven't spoken the truth and you're the one that has the kid and you know that's not this person's kid or whatever it is, you have to speak the truth, because that's the only way you're going to break these patterns. Whatever it is that's been keeping you bound, this toxicity, these things have been holding on to you. You haven't been speaking truth. So because you haven't been speaking truth, you keep on repeating the cycles. You keep on going through the same thing over and over and over again. And you know that you should speak the truth. You know you need to speak the truth, but you're not doing it. Yeah, somebody's very focused on the past, and the past is toxic. Whatever it is, it's like there's this toxicity to it, and it's like somebody stays stuck in there. All right, so somebody has some type of guilt, okay? Whatever it was, maybe they sabotaged this with you before and they went to have a family with somebody else, and now maybe they had a kid and that person is maybe like, maybe this isn't my kid. Whatever it is like this person feels guilty, okay? And they have a lot of fears around whatever happened before, and that's what's limiting them, and that's what's keeping them stuck here. And what's this? And we have water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and again, it's like it has to do with some type of love offer or some type of emotion. Like this person has a lot of guilt behind. And now we have fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, that's coming out here. So they're showing me a lot of aces of new beginnings and quick. Sorry. Okay, so this is being guided by your ancestors. Your ancestors are trying to bring this about. So whoever it is that feels all this guilt, you have to release this, because that's keeping you stuck. And just because you're afraid of moving forward or going towards something, that you're limiting yourself from what it is that you're truly capable of and what you truly need to go after. You're stopping yourself. You're stopping your own blessings. Because here they're showing me again, they're showing me somebody's moving. Okay, if you haven't already moved, then you're going to be moving. And for those of you that aren't moving, then maybe you're just going on a vacation. But this looks like literally a relocation, like something's ending and somebody's leaving. Whether it's you or the other individual, but somebody's leaving. 444 is here, 666. Okay. And this is what I find interesting. I don't remember. It was one of the spiritual people that I follow. I can't remember which one exactly said it, but it's like, I think it's Sadhguru, that you have to be impeccable with your word. Like, you have to find integrity within yourself, you know, and that's important before you have children, because if you don't have integrity, then how are you raising your kids? What type of people are you sending out into the world? You know, because we are their role models. We are the example for them. They don't go by what we say. And it's important for you to be impeccable with what you say, you know, because if you're suffering right now, then you're not being impeccable with your word. You're just saying something and doing something else. You know, you're like, okay, well, I'm not happy here, but I'm going to go ahead and keep pretending and doing this. You know, ask yourself, are you happy or are you suffering? And if you're suffering, why do you stay there and why do you continue to suffer? Why do you allow yourself to suffer? You know, is there a legitimate reason? You know, and don't give excuses. Don't say, oh, well, you know, I have kids and I feel bad. No, like, unless you have a real circumstance, like financially, I cannot. This man will literally murder me or beat the shit out of me. Those are valid reasons, you know. There's still some form of an excuse because you can always find a way around it, but there's a little bit more weight to that because you don't want to put your children at risk. You don't want to put yourself at risk. You want to be smart about things. But if you're literally holding yourself and keeping yourself stuck because you're just, oh, well, it's not the right time. Or, you know what, I want to wait until the full moon and it has to be 77 degrees and the sun has to be right at this angle. Like, shit like that, you just stop. Just fucking leave. Go do whatever the fuck it is you need to do. Okay? Don't do that. Because you are going to persevere. Okay? Whatever it is that you set your mind to, you're fully capable of doing. You just have to believe it. Don't allow someone to shift your mind or try to get you to go another way. You're capable of doing these things. We have Gemini energy coming out here. Communication is very important, and it might be very important to the extent of being able to have this success, because if one of you is communicative and the other person that doesn't talk so much, then it's going to be hard for you to get on the same page, or even hard for you to make progress. Now, some of you might be very empathic people, maybe even a bit judgy, but it's like you like to protect other people. You know, you try to help other people avoid the shit that you've been through if you can. You know, you're that type of person. So again, they're showing me that progress, there's a lot of changes that's going to be coming for you, and they're just telling you to go ahead and make the changes, do what you need to do. You have to be able and willing to make mistakes in order to get to where it is that you want to be in life. You can't play it safe and expect things to go well or change for you. You're just like, hey, fuck it, if I fuck up, you know, you learn from it, and then you have more wisdom. That's it. That's what happens. You have more wisdom. And again, we're back with integrities coming out. So, like I said, you have to be truthful. You have to honor yourself. You have to stand in your authenticity, regardless of anybody else agrees with you, doesn't agree with you, believes you. It doesn't fucking matter. As long as you are being authentically you, and you are being authentic in your emotion and what you're speaking, that's all that matters, okay? Demonstrate your love with every action you take. Just demonstrate who you truly are. You know, don't allow these people to pull you out of character. And you may be finding you're either working with somebody, there's some type of, something's going on here that's requiring your concentration and your focus, okay? So make sure you're dedicating the time adequately to whatever it is that you need to do it, to provide it to. And again, like I said, whatever this contract is, whoever is trying to avoid it and is doing everything in their power to, like, not make this happen, it's going to happen. Spirit's saying that this contract is meant to be fulfilled. This is a divine thing, okay? So it doesn't, if I don't want it, if you don't want it, it doesn't fucking matter. Spirit's saying this is what's happening. So it's either gonna happen one way or another. And if you're refusing or you're not willing to go down the path Spirit's trying to take you down, believe me, there's gonna be tower after tower after tower, and it's gonna be a lot of pain and heartache just for you to get to where you could get to if you just agreed to what the fuck Spirit's telling you. Like, that's all you have to do. Just go to where Spirit's guiding you to. And again, they're showing me a new start again. So yeah, you guys definitely have a new start. And like I said, they want you to pay attention to whatever people or opportunities are being presented to you at this time, because the universe is placed. They're setting these things up. They're aligning it for you. So even if you're like, I don't know, give it a chance. Have a conversation. You know, I say this to my kids. I say this to anybody. Everybody's different. We're all different types of people, different, you know, we're different beings. So we're not always going to click with everybody, but that's not to say that you can't have a friendship. It's not to say that you can't learn, you know, to build things with people just because they're different from you. And again, whoever this individual was, they made a choice. Whatever choice they made was a bad choice. They regret the choice because that's what had them fucked up. So if they're in that situation, and maybe they're the ones dealing with a narcissist, I don't know. You know your situation. But whatever it is, this individual, somebody's just being strung along. It's not a honest emotion. It's not sincere. So if you've touched this person in some way, because your words stay with them. So I know that you've gotten through whatever bullshit they've shown you, you know, and that's one of the hardest things to do with dealing with anybody, is just actually breaking through. But that's the first reading. I'm gonna go ahead on to the second one here. Now we have, okay. So there's some form of drama, whether you're fighting, you're not fighting, you're arguing, there's some type of drama going on, and if it's not you, then it's the other person that has these things going on. And there's a lot of, it could be some type of friendship that's not a genuine friendship, and it could have a lot of, just not good things, you know, and maybe that's what's causing the drama, but whatever it is something that has some pace to it. All right, and okay, so there's somebody here that is emotionally abusive. Now whether it's you or the other individual, there's somebody that is emotionally abusive. All right, and when people are emotionally abusive, it's just, that's their way of maintaining power. That's their way of trying to have some form of control over you by making you feel bad about yourself, or making you feel like you're not worthy enough to have this or have that or go after anything, like you're not capable. And you know, people like this is just, they have a lot of their own insecurities. Okay, if they're telling you that you can't do something or you're not good enough, it's because they feel they can't do it, or they're not good enough, or they're afraid to do it. Okay, so don't allow these types of situations to keep you stuck in your head, because that's all it is that person, whatever they're telling you, they're projecting onto you, is all their own shit. It has nothing to do with you. Okay, and somebody is very superficial. They're really more about, you know, appearances than they are about the actual emotion or the actual love or the commitment. So it has nothing to do with like a true emotion. And somebody might actually they might make you feel bad. Like maybe you say, oh, well, you know what, you really hurt my feelings when this happened or when that happened, and then they make you feel bad for feeling your feelings. But yeah, there's someone here is very secretive or not speaking about something, and they seem to be like just throwing them back. You know, and it's bad because you're killing yourself. You know, we get sad and we want to feel better, so it's like, oh well, I'm just gonna take a shot, I'm gonna smoke a blunt, I'm gonna do this. And these are the things that make us fall into it basically brings our vibration down to the point where we're allowing these types of people into our lives, because now we're matching their vibration. We're matching the vibration of an emotional abuser. We're matching the vibration of a narcissist. You know, we're attracting these people because where we're at vibrationally. So this is why I say it's important to try to find healthier outlets or healthier ways of making yourself feel better. You know, it's like, okay, well, instead of taking a shot, I'm gonna take a walk, or I'm gonna take a bath, or, you know, meditate, massage, whatever it is. But there's something that needs to be taken care of here. Okay, let's see what cards we get here. Yeah, and again, we have somebody that is avoiding. So when, again, like, this is the self-medicating, when people are avoiding things and trying not to face their life or what it is that's really going on, you know, you can only run for so long, and you can't run from yourself. Okay, yourself is always with you. All of your bullshit will always be with you. So what are you running from? Who are you running from? What are you trying to escape? Okay, because they're showing me here somebody's not speaking about something. You're keeping something a secret. Okay, so there's something that has to do with some form of love. Okay, and maybe it's an affair that you had that nobody knows about and you're trying to keep secret, or it's something that you really want to go after but you don't know how to go after it. But there's a lot, again, the drama is surrounding this. There's some type of drama, okay? And it's important for you to understand you don't have to participate in the bullshit, okay? I say this a lot. You don't have to. You can literally sit there, watch, and let them have their own little shit show, their own fit, and you're like, okay, are you done? I'm gonna go now. I don't have nothing to say. And usually that pisses them off more than anything. Yeah, so it was like maybe you guys said, or you feel like, okay, somebody feels like maybe they were discarded, or they just feel like they were thrown out because it's like, okay, you were maybe having a situation or having an affair or some combination, and they just kind of stopped talking to you, or they just vanished into thin air. So whatever it is, and again, it's like, again, they're showing me avoiding, getting away, trying to leave. Okay, you guys are bugging right now. So okay. I'm trying to make sense of this because the way this shit's coming out just looks crazy to me. But they're showing me there's some type of something that has to do with unconditional love. And again, money came out. Like when money comes out, it's like very random because what they're showing me has to do with some type of love situation, but then they just throw in money. So I'm not sure if that's some type of support or some type of bill, something you have to pay. Okay, so there's some type of offer. Maybe somebody's offering to financially support you, or somebody's making an offer to support their kid, some type of child support. There's some offer being made here, and it looks like some of you may be getting an offer, and this person does unconditionally love you, and they also have some energy of, again, trying to, like, either maybe you guys are going to meet up, maybe you guys are going to go take a vacation together or do something, or you guys are seeing each other and nobody knows about it because you guys are having basically like an affair, and you guys just kind of keep it to yourselves, and nobody knows. And for some of you, it looks like it's something that has come to an end, like it's like a lesson that needed to be learned in this. So if you've been the third party, or you have a third party, there was a lesson in that. And maybe it was learning to love yourself, or learning to be unconditionally loving to somebody that is the way that they are. Okay, but either way, whatever this situation is they're showing me that there was a lesson that was learned throughout this. Okay, so if you're the one that's you've been the secret, maybe you're finding your self-worth and realizing that, I don't deserve to be a third party. I don't deserve to be a secret. I am a great person and I bring a lot to the table. So maybe you realizing this, and that was a lesson that needed to be learned. So now that you are able to love yourself, you can move forward and find somebody that will match that for you. Okay, and for others of you, it could just be that, hey, this was some type of forbidden situation and you realize that you're done with the shits and that's it. You're moving on. You said, fuck this. I don't want no more parts of this. But somebody's afraid. There's an offer that somebody's afraid to make. And again, we have fucking union. I'm sorry. I'd be getting annoyed with these relationships. And here we go. All right, so whoever this is, somebody's settling. Whatever lessons you learned, hopefully they're not in settling, because it's, don't settle for anything, regardless of what it is. And whoever this person is, again, whatever drama they're bringing into your life is not worth it. Ask yourself if it's worth it. Ask you how often they make you happy, how often you see them, how often you talk to them. Do they call? Do they check in on you? See where you're at with this individual and see if they're worth any love that you have to give. Okay, because some people will literally just drain the fucking shit out of you. So be careful with these types of energies. But again, the more you realize these things, the more that you learn, the more that you ascend, because they're showing me that healing is taking place, and maybe you have been healing this whole time. A lot of the twin flame journeys you know, that's kind of where your spiritual journey begins. It's like you guys, something happens and it's like it triggers you to want to begin your spiritual path, your spiritual growth. And here we have, again, there's a lot of change, a lot of transformation coming in. It's like you're gaining a lot of clarity, which is allowing you to heal your inner child wounds. And probably you felt like something about like being ignored or being like pushed to the background, like, you know, like that you feel it's acceptable to be a third party because you're so used to just, you know, just playing in the background. Like you're never up front, you're not here. Like, you know, maybe when you were a kid you just didn't really get attention, you were ignored. So this situation here has something to do with bringing that up for healing. Okay, so if you got tired of being the secret or being played to the left, this is what this is. It's bringing up, like I said, a lot of change is coming through this, a lot of transformation, and it's like you're gaining clarity. There's something that you see that you weren't able to see before. Like you have some form of understanding about what's going on right now. Let me see. And here we go. 777111. And we have, again, new beginnings. They keep showing me this. This is happening. There is something that's going to start over. Like I said, with every ending, there's obviously a new beginning. So don't feel like, oh, God, this is the end of my life. This is the end of the world. It's not. It'll get better, okay? Everything happens. Everything ends. But there's something here that has to do with your spirituality and making sure that you're taking care of your body, your physical body. Okay, you have to take care of your physical body in order to connect with spirit. You know, we need our mind for meditating. We have to find peace within us. But, and again, some of you could just be going to the fucking doctors today. So it really, it just depends. You know where your health life is and if you're seeing a doctor. But that's what this is here. And again, they want you to understand that to understand yourself, to learn yourself, to master yourself, it becomes with being aware of yourself. It comes with being accountable, you know, for the good actions, the bad actions. You're just like, okay, you know, what it is that I want to do, I need to work towards it. So if you know you like procrastinating, then it's like, okay, how am I going to break this habit? Because it's a habit. Everything becomes a habit, regardless of what it is. It's just like, okay, so I'm going to do this every day. I'm going to force myself. Every morning, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to do this for 10 minutes. You know, when you start doing that, you start mastering yourself. You start doing things that are beneficial for you instead of avoiding it because it seems overwhelming or it's too difficult. You're just like, I'm just going to start it, and don't allow yourself enough time to think about what the fuck can go wrong, okay? And understand, you know, what's real, you can't change, and it doesn't matter what anybody believes because what we face now is inevitable. So whether they think it's true or not true is irrelevant, okay? What we believe is, it's all about a matter of perception. Every fucking thing, everything in this world, even the fucking laws, all of this is somebody decided this was going to be a law and they thought it was a good law. And whoever else agreed with it, that's it. That's how that shit was passed. Doesn't mean that it's right. Doesn't mean that it's fair. Doesn't even mean that it's fucking true. It's all a matter of perception, okay? Everything that we know today is because someone figured it out and said, you know what? I want to share this with people. This is awesome. And then other people figured things out and said, I don't want to share this. I want to keep this to myself. So I'm going to spread false information. You know, and that's really where we're at in life with many things. People just are not awakened to this and choose to believe what they're being fed. That's why I tell my kids, I'm like, ask questions. I'm like, did you see it for yourself? Because if the answer is no, then it's bullshit. Like, that's it. If you ain't see the shit for yourself, it's bullshit. Everything is subjective. I don't care what anybody tells me. Now, again, they're saying accept what you cannot change. And I'm not sure what you have going on that it keeps saying this, but it keeps coming out. You can't force people to be ready. You can't force people to change. You know, if this person likes drama, let them be drama. If they're trying to keep you a secret and hide you for forever, move on. You deserve better. You don't need to be with somebody that doesn't want to share their life with you and be public with it. All right, Sagittarius coming out here. And again, spirits with you. You have luck, okay? You have luck on your side. So try to see what's going on in your life, okay? And try to remember what happiness feels like and see where you're blocking yourself at, all right? Because A lot of times we'll forget that we are in control of our lives. We forget that I decide if I'm going to be happy or not because we don't like our situation. You know, we get so caught up in the situation that we're just like, oh my God, I'm fucking miserable. I hate this shit. But all you have to do is shift your mindset. Even in the most miserable place, you can still be happy because it is a choice. All right? There is a choice that you have to make. And again, there's someone that might be coming. Either there's someone that's coming into you, or maybe you're just going to go see somebody, because we did have the air here. So it could be some form of connection. Like I said, it's either you're going to see somebody or you need to connect with somebody, that either a loved one, someone you haven't spoken to in a little while. There's something that needs to happen here. And be grateful for everything that you've learned. You know, even this person that you're dealing with, while they may be shitty and they may not have a lot to offer anybody, there's still lessons. You know, they're helping you to grow. They're helping you to set boundaries. They're helping you to raise your standards for what you will and won't accept. So don't look at it as, oh my God, this was terrible. I wasted my time. I wasted my life. No, no, no. What did you learn? What did you gain? You gained something from this individual, because now you'll know what, when the next person comes, you'll be like, oh yeah, no, we've already done this. I'm not doing this again. It's either you want me or you don't want me. You know, don't play second fiddle to anybody else. You know, if somebody comes into your life and they're like, oh, well, I don't know. Like, okay, well, I'll make it easy for you. I'm going to remove myself. And now you have no choice. That's it. Problem solved. All right. Because again, we have Venus here. There's love. There's just a lot of love that's coming out for you guys. And you may be, your soul may be guiding you towards this person. Your soul may be pulling you towards this person. And it's like there's something within you that's not allowing it. Maybe you feel like it's not supposed to happen, or it's forbidden. Maybe something happened that's like, I can't have this, or I can't go towards this, but your soul is pulling you. And maybe you don't even realize that it's your soul that's pulling you, or you have this connection and you can't understand why you have it. But they're showing me that there is romance, there's attraction, there's something coming about. Okay, but this comes from a place of, you have to be patient. Okay, patient is needed. And I know it sucks, especially when you have some type of weird ass situation with this person, but it's important sometimes to be strong-willed. Okay, because when you set your determination and you're set, and your soul is telling you this is your person, regardless of what any reader tells you, regardless of what your friends, your family, anybody is saying to you, they're saying this is your person. Okay, and it's funny because while I'm reading this, it was 222. But yeah, so whatever this is, you know, just struggle through it. You know, I know it sucks, and I'm sorry, but they're saying, like, just, you have to be patient. Okay, listen to what your soul is pulling you towards. If your soul is pulling you towards this person, even if you feel like this is something that's forbidden, that's where you're meant to go. Okay, whatever was forbidden, you know, ask yourself, is it forbidden because you feel it's forbidden, or is it forbidden because everybody else feels it's forbidden? And then ask yourself, do I live for those people, or do I live for me? And then, do they pay your bills, or do you pay your bills? See where you're at on those things, you know, because it's important. And again, there's something that happened is they like I said, I feel like they did some shit to you. Okay, and maybe they actually went, and maybe they're trying to take you for money. Like, whatever it is, there's some type of secret, some type of bullshit, but there's something that they did to you that they want you to forgive them. And, you know, forgiveness is cool, but don't ever forget what somebody did to you. You know, don't hold it up over their heads. You know, allow it to just be what it was, but also know that that shit happened. It was real life. It happened, and it needs to be addressed. It's not, I'm going to forgive you and we're going to never talk about it. Nah, we're going to have a conversation. We're going to clear the air, and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay, but whatever this is, this person is like, it's almost like they're still trying to find a way. They're still trying to find their path, but they're not listening to where their soul is pulling them. This person keeps settling for shit that is not, it's not meant for them. And it's like, even though they know this, they're still afraid. They're still afraid of making an offer. So that was the second reading. Let me go on to this third one here. Now this one here has to do with, there's a lot of, again, a victory. There's some form of victory, something that you work hard towards that you're going to be gaining. And fuck me. Sorry. Alright, So if you're dealing with someone that feels like maybe they're unavailable to you, okay, or maybe this person is a very cold-hearted, very ruthless, very just like cutthroat. This person has a fear of intimacy. They're like terrified of intimacy. And maybe it's because somebody treated them like that. Like they were very ruthless with their feelings, or they just did shit to them to make them feel bad. Whatever it is, you know, you have to understand that, you know, when you're afraid of allowing somebody into your life, or you're afraid of allowing the intimacy to occur, you're only stopping yourself from being happy. You're only stopping yourself from doing what it is that you need to do. Hang on one second. Alright, so whatever this is, there's some type of, they're unavailable, okay? And emotionally, they may be unavailable. Now, this individual here, if you're in a relationship, and I say this lightly, loosely, because I wouldn't want to be in this type of relationship. But if you're in a relationship with this kind of person here, they're someone that they're with somebody else. They're cheating. If they're telling you this person is just a friend, they're more than just friends, okay? Whatever is going on, they're more than friends. If they're like, oh no, it's just a friend, there's nothing going on, there's something happening. And for some people, it may even be they're hiding, again, they're cheating, just cheating everywhere. And there's something, they might have, they could be cheating with prostitutes, escorts, paying somebody for services. They could just be, they like the same sex and you don't know about it. You know, other people, maybe they just have a gambling addiction, or they're addicted to other, you know, expensive, not the best habits. But whatever this is, this person has, like, all of this turns into they don't want to be intimate with people. They don't know how to let people close because somebody caused them a lot of pain. So they make themselves emotionally unavailable, and it keeps them detached. But it's almost like it's like they're keeping themselves in this illusion. They're keeping themselves from being happy. They're keeping themselves in this place of, okay, well, I can never love, or I can never do this because it's always going to end badly. Or even if somebody said that that's what it was. So again, here we go again with either somebody's going to intervene, or it's the divine that's intervening in this. But there's some type of realization that's going to be coming about. And there's moving. Okay, somebody's moving. I don't know who, but somebody is moving. And maybe somebody's going to learn that somebody is moved. Like they've actually went to another location. Let's see. Alright, so we have something here again. I hate when this card comes out because it's showing me that somebody's watching you. And I don't trust anything, because even our phones, somebody has to do is really pay, and they can put spyware on your shit. So anybody can be watching you right now, so be careful. And they might have access to your social media, or they just have a fake profile and they're watching you or trying to interact with you as somebody else. But whatever it is they're showing me, like, there's a lot of toxicity. There's some type of either unhealthy behavior or toxic ass people. Whatever this situation is. What is this? Yeah, and again, there might be gambling. Gambling came out again. Maybe they have a gambling problem. You know, maybe you're not aware of this, but they're putting money into something, like a lot of money into something else. All right, so whatever that is, it's like there's a lot of toxicity surrounding this situation. Jesus. All right, so this doesn't make sense. They're showing me there's no talking, no communication, but they're also showing me that there's some type of meeting. And here we go with the twin flame shit. Alright, I'm changing decks. I'm sorry. They're showing me there's no speaking, but there's some type of meeting that's supposed to take place. Some type of communication that's supposed to happen. And again, it is a twin flame situation. So if you're twin, your person, if you know for damn well they have a fear of intimacy, or you have a fear of intimacy, somebody's relocating. You or them is moving, all right? And somebody's watching. Maybe they're watching if you haven't spoken. And again, we have soulmate and fuck. What the fuck? All right, so we have twin flame soulmate here. Maybe this person is definitely, like, destined to be with you, like 150% your person. Because again, here we have communication, and they're showing me that there's going to be a new beginning, and there's going to be abundance, and there's going to be happiness with everything that's coming about. Anything else? Alright, we're gonna be done with that one. Oh, I didn't even pull. So yeah, whatever this is, when this new beginning comes about, there's going to be a transformation. It's going to be almost like this person recreated who they are, or they're coming back to redo whatever the fuck they did before. You know, make it better and not be so cold-hearted as they were before. I can't take none of this seriously sometimes. Like, I really can't. Holy shit, man. Because here we go, we have reunion now. They're showing me that you guys are connected. Again, whoever this is, whatever this connection is, that's it. It's gonna happen. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but they're showing me it's going to happen. So don't be stressed out. Don't be in your heads, because a lot of this is just a lot of change. We have to go through the lessons. We have to go through the learning of everything. And whoever this person was, they probably believe somebody else or whatever. If they went to somebody else, they believed something so much so that that's what kept them over there, kept them away from you, and kept them being cold-hearted and unavailable to you, okay? But again, whatever this is, there's some form of meeting. Maybe you guys are going to see each other, or, you know, I don't know. But there's something happening here, and you guys are definitely, again, it's just, they're showing me, like, spirituality, a lot of soulmate, just that type of energy. Like, this is something that's divinely guided and divinely protected. You have, I'd like to say you have some control over it, but I'm not sure that you do. I can't say that. I can't. Not with good faith. Anything else? And again, I keep getting summertime. So, alright, that just flew out of my hand. So there's some type of doubt here, and it's a masculine energy that has doubt, and maybe this masculine has doubts that you guys can reunite, or you guys will reunite, but they're showing me it's gonna happen. And again, it's by the summertime, there's gonna be some form of reuniting, and your guys are trying to make this happen. Like I said, this shit's divinely guided. I don't know what y'all got going on. I don't know who this is, and I don't know how much this person is resisting, but I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters what you resist. It doesn't matter how much you fight, how much you avoid. And oddly enough, all I'm gonna do is laugh, because now we have Libra energy coming out here. We have air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we have the Ace of Swords. So maybe your guys are trying to help you guys to communicate truth and clear the air so that way things can be better. But I don't think there's anything that you guys could do to avoid this union, because between your fucking spirit saying it's fated, the divine intervention, your guides helping, like, there's so much assistance on the other side of the realm that they're trying to bring it in, that I don't, like, they're gonna make it happen. So if you gotta go through 20 fucking towers within the next 3 months, they're gonna make your ass go to where you need to go. Because they're showing me, like, there's a lot of projection. There's somebody just staying where they're at because they're comfortable with what they know. Alright, so it's like they're just holding on to it. But like I said, I keep getting union for you guys. So there is unions happening. It's fucking happening. Don't know if you want it, you don't want it. Even if you don't want it, I don't think Spirit cares, because there's a contract that needs to be fulfilled, and they're saying that you're gonna fulfill the shit. Okay, so maintain your self-discipline with whatever it is that you're doing in your life, you know, and if you are working towards your spirituality, or you're trying to be better. And like I said, the best thing you can do, you know, you just work on being a better person. You can't be everybody else or what everybody wants you to be. You just be better than who you were yesterday. That's all that really matters, because they're showing me that healing is going to come about. So if you guys have had disconnect and all of this fucked up weird shit going on, there is going to be a happy conclusion to all of this. It is going to come together, okay? And that energy between you guys is going to be healed. But you have to believe your own story, okay? You have to understand that everybody else's stories has some type of distortion because of the programming that they had, okay? So all of our stories have some type of distortion because I believe things to be a certain way. You might believe things to be completely opposite of me. So you have to learn to not believe everybody's story, you know, because there's his side, there's her side, and then there's the truth. But who's gonna tell us the truth? You know, you can get both sides of the story, and then this still be a little bit different from what actually happened. So just know, because we feel, and that's the problem. A lot of people try to avoid feeling. You feel what's true. You feel it. You know, when something's not right, you get like this strong, uncomfortable feeling, like, oh, your stomach's turning, your heart's racing. You get those bad feelings. Pay attention to that, because it's warning you. When you have happy feelings, you feel at peace. You feel relaxed. You don't feel anxious. You don't feel like, oh my God, what the fuck? You don't feel that. You just feel like, okay, everything's good. Pay attention to those things, and don't believe everything people tell you. People will lie to you. They will lie to you just because they can't have what you have. Or maybe they did have what you had and they fucked it up and they want it back. They're going to lie. Okay, so be sure to ask as many questions as you can, because that's how you're going to grow. That's how you're going to expand your consciousness and your awareness. That's how you're going to come to understand beyond your own perception and allow other people's perceptions and understanding. You're going to be like, okay, I comprehend. I get this. I understand why you acted this way, or understand why you did this. You know, it allows you to grow outside of yourself. And again, we're back with the new beginnings. Yeah, definitely getting a new beginning. Like I said, just please, 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 if you've been avoiding it, don't avoid it. Don't do it. I'm telling you now, don't do it. It's not for your highest good. It's going to be bad if you try to avoid it. But they want you to enjoy life, you know. Don't be in such a rush to get to the ending, because we'd be so pressed to be like, okay, well, I want to get here. I want to have this already. And then when you have it, then what are you doing? Like, what's happening after that? You know, do you have a plan? Or is it just like, okay, well, I got here. Now what? I'm stuck. You know, don't do that. It's just enjoy the moments. Enjoy the in-between. Enjoy the journey, the process, because that's what life is. Life is a journey. It's never ending until the day we take our last breath. That's when it ends. So you decide. You don't say, okay, well, I'll be happy when I achieve these things or when this is accomplished. No. Enjoy the moments, even if they're hard, even if you don't really like it. Is try to find the blessings, try to find the good things in those moments. Okay? And set your intention. Focus your energy on what it is that you're trying to create, because there's a lot of power when you're very specific. You're like, okay, I want this. This is where my energy is going. That's where my intention is going. And that's what I'm moving towards, regardless of if anybody agrees or doesn't agree. Set it, because again, they're giving me, again, you have to have a vision. You have to see the bigger picture. All right. So just because you can't see right now, if you've been manifesting, and like I said, a lot of shit happens in the 5D and it hasn't come down to the 3D. So if you're waiting for it to get to the 3D, maintain your intention, maintain your vision, maintain whatever it is that you're trying to strive for. You just have to stay focused on it, because it is going to come about. And have Capricorn energy coming out here, and whatever it is, you know. And I know Capricorn's very diligent, you know. They be on it with work. They work themselves to the fucking bone. So just, you know, if you're dealing with somebody like this, you know, the person you're dealing with is a Capricorn, understand, like, they're like money minded. That's just that Capricorn. That's just their energy. Is very business. So try to be patient with them and try to gain an understanding about why they are the way they are. But either somebody needs to forgive. There's some type of forgiveness that needs to take place, and maybe they've been reflecting on this, or you've been reflecting on this, and it's like you're seeing this, but it's like they're saying that some change needs to happen. Everything is not lost yet. If you feel like, damn, this shit's, we keep going in circles, we keep playing these same fucking games, we're not getting anywhere. Everything isn't lost, okay? It's only lost if you give up. It's only lost if you say, fuck this, I'm done trying, I'm done doing this, I'm not going to try. It's lost if people aren't willing to compromise or have a conversation or make the effort. That's when things begin, and when things really get stuck and done. You know, try to conversate. And it's hard if somebody, like, shuts down. You know, to be like, oh, well, let's talk about this. But then there's, like, you're talking, and they're just listening and not saying shit. It's like, no, I need you to back and forth. Like, speak your truth. Tell me what's going on. And some people are just not comfortable doing that. You know, it's really, really what it is. And again, you guys might be mirroring each other. You guys might both be seeing this. But whatever it is, you know, maybe for some of you it feels like it might be a fantasy, or it might just be like it's never going to come about, or it's not true. But they're showing that this is a divine love. Okay? I can't tell you how much more divine it is, because there's fucking a million cards that came out showing me it's divine, it's divine, it's divine, it's twin flames. It's meant to be together. Can't avoid this shit. Sorry, can't avoid it. If you're trying to, stop it. It's not going to happen. And again, this person is probably watching you online, you know, and like I said, if it is Capricorn energy, they're more focused on money and business. They're not focused on love. It's just, there's very few that I've met that are love orientated. They're more, hey, what the fuck can I do? And again, like I said, they showed me a masculine energy and cycles completing. So whatever it is, maybe this person has these things going on. Maybe they have, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe they be in the streets, you know, they have some type of other extracurricular activity going on. It could be something like that, but there's some move, something's happening with them. All right, so just allow life to happen. Forgive whoever you need to forgive. And like I said, forgiveness is for you. It's not for the other individual. I'm gonna go ahead and pull self-care cards. Let's see what comes out for you guys today. So the first one we have is connect with fire. All right, and it seems like it's a decent enough temperature for that. So if you guys, you know, what are y'all doing? All right, so you guys need to rest. If you guys haven't been resting, you know, it's important for you to take care of you, and especially, like I said, this Capricorn energy is definitely doesn't rest. And the last one, spend time with animals. You know, I don't know if you have pets, but they also have feelings. They also miss you. They also want time with you. You know, they're not just there to look pretty. You know, they have feelings. I'm going to pull crystal cards for you guys. Shit. Cards are falling. Alright, we have Rhodonite, find a way to forgive. Alright, and again, forgiveness is not easy. Okay, forgiveness isn't easy because if we're stuck in our own perception and we're stuck in I would never do that, or this is fucked up because of this, that, and the third, step outside of that. Okay, really, like, step outside of yourself, step outside of the situation, and ask yourself, you know, if you were put in that situation, how would you have reacted with the options that you had to choose from, you know, and even go further into understanding how their upbringing was and whatever traumas they had that caused them to do whatever it was that they did. And maybe that'll give you a little bit of a clearer understanding and make it a little bit easier for you to forgive them, you know, because we hold grudges, but we hold grudges because we're upset and our feelings are hurt. And we don't go into trying to understand their mind state, you know, the state of mind that somebody was in when they made this decision, or what they've been through in their lives greatly affects the way they react to things. So if you get that clarity, it'll make it easier to forgive, you know, just like, oh, you know what, I understand because at that age I was doing this, or I understand because, you know what, that's really sad and it's very devastating, and I can understand how that can really break someone. It makes it easier to get over things. It really, really does. Oh, this one's pretty. Angel Aura Quartz, lighten up. I've never seen that card before. But yeah, you know, don't take life so seriously. Have fun. Enjoy the journey. That's all it is. Enjoy the people. Enjoy the journey. And we have Golden Healer Quartz, open the door. Alright, so that could be figurative or literally, you know. You have to open the door to let people in. You have to open the door to allow love. And, you know, if you have it closed, you're not going to get love. You're going to be like, nah, I want to love you, but I have all this barbed wire, these electrical fences, all this shit stopping. So this is as close as you're going to get. Like, don't do that. I'm going to pull angel answer cards. If you guys have a question, focus on the question. I'm going to pull 3 cards. You decide if you want number 1, number 2, or number 3 to be your answer. Oh. Ask for help from others. Oh. Helpful people. So I think that kind of goes into ask for help from others. And, oops, this is the last one. Opportunity. Okay, so those are your 3 cards. Janine, that's funny. I was actually looking at teaching tarot. I was looking at offering a course. I just haven't worked out the details yet. But yeah, that would be cool. It's not that hard to learn, you know. You just have to be patient, like really patient, so that you can go through the process, because it's just 78 cards in a deck seems like a lot. I mean, it is a lot. But if you would like do 1 card a day, it's easier because then you focus the energy of that card. It's a lot. I'm gonna end this, but you can email me and I'll talk to you or text me. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I hope you guys gain something from this. And you know, oh, that would be awesome. Well, that's good, Brittany. Well, now I know. I didn't know, but because I was talking about it for a minute, because I was literally having a conversation. I'm gonna end this. I'm never gonna get off this shit. I need to get out of here. Have a good day. I'll talk to y'all later.